Welcome back, everybody. This one is all for the parents out there who are concerned for the kids, as every parent is, with the virtual learning, then back to school learning. What to do as a parent. You're worried about your little ones. Here to take us through, welcome back. It's about time. We have Ruth Rumack. She's the Director of Education of Ruth Rumack's Learning Space, as we call her. Ruru, the educational guru. How have you been?
Thank goodness we have been all right. We're doing great. Okay,
so let's talk about it. You said the transition years are the toughest. So what do you mean by that?
Well, transition years are those years where you're going from, let's say, preschool to kindergarten or kindergarten to grade 1, from junior to primary, from primary to junior, and et cetera. So you're moving through the ages. And these are really crucial because what's happening is that kids who have been in the COVID learning situation, they may not have even been at school. And therefore, those transitions, when you're moving from one grade to the next, parents are very concerned that their kids are missing ostensibly, 2 years worth of stop and start school. And we want to get them prepared and get them feeling successful.
Okay.
All right, Ruth, there's a lot of age groups in play here, a lot of parents at home who have different ages wondering, what do I need to focus on when real learning begins again? So let's start with the young kids and kind of work our way through. The crucial skills for K1, what should parents be looking for?
So looking at K1, we really want to look at those emerging reading skills and the early math skills. So we've got a bunch of book series to look at today. The first one is the Yak Pack, and this is a scope and sequence of phonics, which is the sounds that we need to know, as well as the sight words that we need to know. The red books are the phonics, and the blue books are the sight words. That's important because we want to practice these different sounds and really get them solid as we're moving into grade 1 and beyond, so we've got a strong foundation for learning. Some other, very popular books are the Pete the Cat, anything that really takes you from the beginning stages of just early first sounds of vowels and other sound combinations and works you through at the same time. Always popular are the Dr. Seuss books, anything that has rhyming, anything that has a rhythm to it so that kids can follow along with the rhythm as they're practicing their sights and their sounds. That's on the reading side. On the writing side, of course, grade K, K to 1 is all about forming letters, making sure that your letters look right. And I love to do something called the mailbox at home. So you can take an empty box, you can write a letter to your kids, put it in the box, leave it for them in the morning. They pull it out, they read it, and then they write one for you, and then you get to pull it out next. I used to do this with my students. We used to slip them under the door so that we would have some surprise element there too. And of course, with forming letters, you definitely want to be practicing that formation. And it doesn't have to be with a paper or a pencil. It can be with shaving cream on a cutting board or chocolate pudding or finger paint, whatever it is that you have at hand. But anything that allows us to practice tracing those letters is really important.
Cute. And then you have math skills.
I've got lots of math skills. So numbers and number sense, looking at different items, sorting things, making patterns. You can take big beads and create a different pattern. You can just take any items that you have in your house. So for example, I've got some play animals. I'm going to put a plate out with a number card on it, and then the child would have to find 3 items that match the number 3 on the plate. When you're looking at number cards here, you can see in the background, I've got an item for each card. And these are things that kids can actually create themselves, or you as a family can create them so that they take more interest in them and they own them. They take ownership of the work that they're doing.
Ruth has tips on so many age groups. I know a lot of parents worrying that the kids have been home too long and they're kind of missing out. So RuthRumack.com if you want more information. RuthRumack.com. Ruth, time is not our friend, but we appreciate you joining us today. Thank you.
My pleasure. See you soon.
All right, you sound off coming up a little later on. If you haven't been paying attention here, the Vancouver Canucks are in the middle of an outbreak inside their dressing room. It's got a lot of people talking across the country. What is the role of sports right now during this pandemic? We ask you, what has sports meant to you during the pandemic? 1-866-267-3797. Feedback at breakfasttelevision.ca. Twitter 24/7 at Breakfast TV. Coming up a little later on, we'll hear from you. We'll read your responses. You sound off on BT. Good morning, everyone. Hope you're enjoying your Monday. More after this.